walk around throughout the day, we pick up other people's fear, we'll pick up other people's judgments, and we can pick up other people's anger as well. And it just lingers as residue on ourselves. Hey guys, welcome back. Last week we chatted about building boundaries, and this week I want to talk about how to clear space and how to be still. And so it's always really important to find those moments where you can clear the space and be still, so you can recalibrate your own vibrational energy and clear your own vibrational energy as well. When we walk around throughout the day, we pick up other people's fear, we'll pick up other people's judgments, and we can pick up other people's anger as well. And it just lingers as residue on ourselves. And so it's one of the practices that I tend to do sometimes is I'm finished work, I'll go into my car and turn off the radio. And this way, it just gives me a few seconds of silence before I go on to the next thing. It gives me a little chance to rinse off where I was before I move on to the next portion, the next section of my day. And so that's always a good idea that you can do. It's an easy thing to do. Turn off the radio in your car. Give yourself 5 minutes just to be still and sit with your breath and just rinse yourself clean. Another thing you can do, take a little bit of time to leave your phone in the other room. Disconnect. Kind of a hard thing for a lot of people to imagine, but we're so glued to our phones all the time. We fill those spaces, those voids where we have nothing to do. We busy ourselves by scrolling through our social media files, by checking our email nonstop, even though we've just checked it and probably nothing has happened in the last 30 seconds. We'll go through it again. So can you put it down? And if it's not enough just to put it down aside, stick it in another room for a good 20-25 minutes and give yourself a little bit of space, uninterrupted time with yourself, with your thoughts, and with your breath. Because a lot of us, sometimes it's hard to sit necessarily in stillness, just sitting, whether it be like on a meditation cushion or just quietly at a desk or quietly uninterrupted without doing anything, whether on the couch or on the chair. And so you can have these other mindful practices to use throughout the day that don't necessarily require you to sit silently, but require you to be still and be one with the breath in the silence. Can you be comfortable, and can you find being comfortable in those quiet moments of solitude without being interrupted by the rest of the stuff that goes on all the time? Can you rinse yourself from the vibrational residue that lingers from the situations and the people that we meet throughout the day? And even your own energy sometimes can linger, even as much as from a phone call with somebody. If it didn't necessarily go maybe the way that you had hoped or had planned, you can tell your energy. When you get off the phone with someone and it didn't go amazing, you feel weighted. Or if you get off the phone and it was an amazing phone conversation and you feel energized by it. I know myself, every time that I feel energized by something, I have this outrageous impulse just to turn on music really loud and dance around. So I have to shake all of that like bubbly energy that's now buzzing in my body. I need to shake it out a little bit. So same thing, if it's a negative phone call, you might need to sit with yourself a little bit, sit in the quiet, sit in silence, and just be still. So how and where can you be still? Make that your own work. Turn off the radio in the car for a couple minutes, leave your phone in the other room, and be one with yourself and with your breath. From my heart to each and every one of yours. Namaste.